rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have first crack at this one. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State. The Wolverines applied a little extra sting winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And that's what's so fun about rivalries. You get bragging rights, and especially in the same state. So much disdain for each other. It's so awesome. The fans go bananas, and Michigan State's definitely got something to prove.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll run it to the right. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Off the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown Wolverines! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to pass, it's Aurora. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Spins away from the defense. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Sparty! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something
He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Michigan. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking?
Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Right back to the well. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got a man. It's Casey. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's caught. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Louisville. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Aurora. Grabbed over the middle, it's Davis.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Spartans will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the ball comes to rest right there. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll toss it to the left. Turning it on. Gives him the big stiff arm. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got it in the middle, it's Grigsby. Gets away. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you'd like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. It is loud in here as they try to help them get a stop on fourth down. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Finds his big tight end. Got enough space. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit, though.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Aurora. Snagged in the middle. It's Collier. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab down the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Spartans are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Spartans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's third and goal and third and long.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Dead center perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
Leaves it with the back. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to run it. It's Casey. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to pass, it's Flanagan. Trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake.
The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Spartans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Finds him out of the backfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There he goes. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll work his way down to the 28. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense. Now, you're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Dropping back, it's Aurora. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Spartans send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Might be changing the route. They'll try the toss to the left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's the give off the left side. Runs through the tackle. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Got room at the 35. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Louisville. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's reeled in. It's Patterson. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Aurora. They're working that left side. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Spartans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense.
Hauls it in the 1st down and more. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Patterson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Now on the option. The pitch. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. And the Spartans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Aurora. Takes the easy completion. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. He's looking to pass. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So here comes the Michigan offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not...
Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field?
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He fires one deep down the right side. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working that left side now. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, Dave.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
They'll go to the toss. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Aurora. Fierce the pressure. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Patterson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He fires to the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.